You might want to summon SITRI to get yourself some sex. Right now, let's get back to the topic here. You might think that you're working with a particular entity so you can get a certain thing. And here's why shadow work is so important. You might want to summon Andros to get revenge, or you might want to summon SITRI to get yourself some sex, right? Say you want to summon SITRI to get you some sex. Well, while it takes a specific pattern to invoke the entity known as SITRI, it's a whole lot easier for you to invoke the pattern that brings about sexual behavior, right? It's easier to invoke getting horny than it is to invoke SITRI. So while you might think, oh, there's a spirit for sex, let me just summon that, but you don't do any research, what are you going to do? You're just going to throw some stuff together, you're going to wing it. And in the process of winging it, you very much are going to attract those same sexual spirits that you've attracted in the past. But see, now you're giving them a shape, you're giving them a form, you're giving them an outfit to wear called SITRI. Because you think that, oh, if I just look at this picture and this sigil, I'm going to summon this entity. But what you're actually doing, since you're not really investing the necessary prerequisites to get that specific entity, is that you are conjuring up the normal horny spirits that you already conjure up. It's just now you're giving them a more solidified form and a specific task, right? So these particular spirits have already been around you, floating in your aura. Hell, you probably invoke them on a daily basis. But see, now you've given them more purpose and more direction, right? The Magician card. And in doing so, they will take the form of the spirit that you think you're working with, especially if you're skipping steps and winging it. And you can still get results for sure. I'm not saying you can't, but what I am saying, this is the difference here, is that when you invoke these elementals, they're going to still expect, they're going to require and expect the same feeding that you've been giving them all along. So what that means is, while you're thinking you're going to get some advanced results because you're working with a spirit that you've never worked with, you're actually going to get the same results and maybe slightly better because you're working with the same energy that you've been working with. Without the research, you're only fooling yourself. Let me know if that makes sense in the chat.